Hi guys,
and welcome to Sisters in the City with me, Anna Vakili.
And me, Mandy Vakili. So today we're basically going to do a little bit of like our favourite beauty tips, a bit of like, how we glowed up, even though we don't really look glowed up right now.
I was like, we're doing a glow up episode when we look very glow down. Glow down.
I need to explain to you what the troubles at home right now, okay? The troubles at home right now is that we have a flight. I have a flight in a few hours. In fact, no, I have to be in the airport in 3 hours.
Yeah, guys, it's actually 11 p.m. right now on a Saturday night and we're here doing this. That's how dedicated we are to you guys. I actually said to you before I came, I was like, Mandy, should we just fuck the podcast? Let's just not release one, like.
And rate me. What did I say?
And then I was like, we'll just release late. And Mandy was like, no, Anna. We're not going to do that. That's not right. I was very surprised, Mandy.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were going to be like, fuck it too, man. Anna, let's not do it. But I was really shocked. You're very professional.
It's because I've been watching too many of these like motivational videos. I've been telling you my algorithm right now. It's like millionaires and billionaires. And you want to be successful. You got to work hard.
You got to be consistent.
Yeah. The best version of you. This is the best one I heard.
What?
The best version of you is not the I can be anything, I can get everything version of you. The best version of you is a disciplined and self-controlled version of you.
True.
Don't you think?
That is so true.
Look at the Red Bull. Honestly, too many Red Bulls these days, yeah?
Really?
It's not good. These are really bad. They have like cocaine in them.
No, they don't. That's bullshit. But Coca-Cola apparently does, isn't it? You sent me that.
Yeah.
You sent me all these videos.
I send you so many educational
Instagram.
videos. If only you guys were my friend, you'd be so smart.
What's another quote? It's been about a year since it's been It's been a year since it's been a year.
Guys, I'm really sorry about Anna. I have to apologise for her awkward dopiness.
No, isn't that a great quote?
It's been a year since it's been a year. What does that even mean?
Because you think, it's been a year since then, but it's been a year since it's been a year.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
It's about time.
I don't. That quote has gone right through me. Like, I am quite intelligent. I cannot wrap my head around that quote. Like, where did you get it from? And I sent you all these videos, and that's the quote you got. Guys, I don't know what to say. Anyway, right now I'm packing, and look, I love going on holidays. A bitch loves a holiday, yeah. But there is nothing I hate more than traveling.
Like, to be honest, usually I'm super, super organized. Like, I have everything ready. I have basically day outfits, night outfits, bikinis. I write them all in my notepad on my phone. I write which outfit, everything organized. This is the first time ever I'm this, like, my head's this scrambled.
Right, I was going to say my head's scrambled. I sound like these Love Islanders, but that's the best word I've ever heard.
Like
it's scrambled.
Egg.
It's scrambled.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want a scrambled egg. I want a fried egg.
Yeah.
Perfect. The yolk.
Sunny side up.
Yeah.
So I want too.
I don't want a scrambled egg. My favourite's fried.
I'm getting a headache just talking about this right now. So everything's everywhere. I literally just took my wardrobe and somehow put it in a suitcase. I don't know what's in there. It was worst influencer in the world award goes to me.
I know, right? I mean, and you, Matt. We're the worst influencers. We should have like accessories, bags, outfits ready for that Instagram shot.
Yeah, I followed this girl back in the day, yeah. And do you know what she had? She had like, it laid down on the floor. The outfit, the sunglasses, the hat, the accessories, the shoes, everything. Me, it's like, I just throw everything in. We'll make it work when we're there, mate. We'll make it work.
Oh God, no. Now you're making me really feel bad.
I'm paranoid about this holiday now.
We should just give up on influencing.
We can't give up on influencing, Anna. We need to put all our eggs in different baskets.
Yeah, I've got one egg, not a scrambled one fried egg in the podcast basket, one fried egg in the influencing basket, and I want to put an egg in the pharmacy basket.
That's the same with me. I've got my podcast, a basket, I've got the influencing basket, and I've got my new admin job.
Yeah, and I'm put egg in my boyfriend's basket too.
My boyfriend ain't getting no egg. He ain't behaving me silly. He's eggless. He definitely ain't coming in my egg. Do you know what, actually, I will do a bit of bitching about ginger beer's been way overdue. Just before I came on this.
Yeah, she was like, should I talk about our argument and should I talk about him? She was like, but then he's going to find out.
Fuck it. Do you know what? Yeah, just before I came on the podcast, I was talking about how there's traits of him I don't like. And he was like, well, I don't like that you talk about me on your podcast, and most men would not tolerate a woman that talks about them.
It's true. I've always thought
on their podcast.
Gingerbread was very lenient with you about like the podcast, and I was always very jealous. But it looks like that's not the case. He's not that lenient on you.
But he obviously is, because he ain't doing shit, is he?
Yeah. Well, true.
Well, no, because then again, look at me. Look at the shit I'm putting up with.
Yeah, it's not that you're lenient.
I'm just sorry, bro. Like, if you're like worth hundreds of millions of pounds, like I pack these microphones all up. Do you know what I mean? I'll be chilling. But girls on a grind.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So let me talk about my argument.
Basically, the reason why we are here right now at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night is because of Mandy. Because we were meant to do this podcast on Monday. We had it all organised, the whole week organised, yeah? And Monday we were meant to do our podcast.
Yeah, so right now, guys, it's a Saturday. We were meant to do it on Monday.
Yeah. And then Mandy had a fight with Gingerbread. So you can talk about that now.
So basically what happened is, like, it was a Monday. Was it a Monday? No, it was a Sunday night. This argument happened between me and him.
You always argue on a weekend.
Yeah. Well, there's obviously a reason for that, innit?
Yeah, true.
You know, there's, she's your 9 to 5, I'm your weekend. It's the other way around with me and Gingerbread. Like, I'm his 9 to 5 and his boys are his weekend. So basically, yeah, he went out on Saturday night. He invited me. I said no, because obviously I'm grown and I can't be fucked and I wanted to chill at home with my girls and I ain't got time.
Every weekend.
Yeah, but I was with my friends. So, you know what, whatever. I can't, it's very difficult. I'm in a very weird relationship. I feel like I never say anything.
What do you mean?
I'm chilling with my friends on Saturday night at home. So what do I expect him to just chill downstairs while all the, like, my girls are upstairs chilling? He's going to obviously go out and see his friends.
Yeah, but he'd go out even if you didn't chill with your girls. Like, he's out anyway.
Yeah, he's belongs to the streets.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then what happened? Sunday, he was with his sisters and they went to like this place, Soho House. I don't know.
Soho House. Everyone knows Soho House.
Yeah. So then anyway, I was cool. I was like, Mandy, you know what? Focus on yourself. I'm on journeys, hair journeys, driving license journeys, administration job journeys, losing weight journeys, so many journeys.
Glow up externally and internally journeys. The ones that we're going to talk about later as well.
Don't let this ginger-bearded man, somebody's son, ruin your fucking Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Let him do what he wants, deal with it when you're, your journeys.
I feel like you think that you have this power of yourself, like, which you don't at all.
100%.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And like,
I agree.
He ain't gonna fuck my mood up. He's not gonna do this. And on the phone, literally, she called me as well. Like,
actually, I'm not gonna lie, yeah? I am very good at not letting him fuck my mood up. But certain things that I are just gonna do it.
So like literally, on Sunday we went and saw Mum in it, and then we came back because I dropped you home.
Yeah.
And then Cowslick was at your place, so then Cowslick drove me back.
Why are you putting irrelevant bullshit into
let
this
me
story?
tell you, because when I dropped you home and I came upstairs to get Cowslick, Gingerbeard basically said, for this cruise, I booked a beach club. I've tried to book a beach club. On the way home...
Are you trying to take my story right now?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
I'm trying to steal the show.
I'm going to go to your story in a minute because I want to put something in between it. Because on the way home, Cowslick's like, why is he booking a beach club? Like, you're not to go to these beach clubs, like, without me, blah, blah, blah.
Cowslick's worried that Gingerbeard might fuck Anna.
I was like, wait, firstly, yeah, like, you can't come on this cruise with me because you're working. That's not my problem. I'm still going to go on this cruise. Secondly, I'm with your best friend.
Yeah.
Like, what the
fuck?
He
thinks something going on between you guys.
Thirdly, you work in a bar. So you want me to be on holiday and sit indoors or, like, go to little restaurants while you're in a bar? Hey, anyway, that's
I'm just laughing because the way you stole my story, it was a hijacking.
Let me get to it. Because anyway, he was shouting at me about all this shit. So I messaged Mandy. I messaged you saying, I'm so annoyed. Cowslick's argued with me. Like, we've had an argument. This is when I'm going to get into your story, yeah? Then you messaged me, like, me too.
Yeah.
Like, me and Gingerbeard have had a little bit of a bickering.
Yeah.
So then you called me, because I remember I was about to go in the shower, and you were like, we had a little bit of a bickering, yeah? And I told you, control yourself. Control yourself.
I can't even believe you're trying to... First of all, you stole my story, yeah? If you wanted to talk about your story, you could have, but it's fine. You did that anyway, okay? But anyway, coming back to me, I did control myself. There was nothing to control.
No, I know what you mean, but like, just avoid. If you start having a go...
I did.
You got a holiday next week. You don't need that kind of stress on your health.
I did. If you let me tell my story, okay? So anyway, obviously, Gingerbeard went, I can't even believe what happened. I'm so sorry about this, guys. Gingerbeard went out on Saturday night and he was with his sisters. And then he went out. I thought he was going to like a bar, whatever, because we don't go clubbing without each other, which is fine. Yeah, we don't do that. It's just our thing. Anyway, then on Sunday, he's like, his mate was like, yeah, man, the house rave was so good. The house rave was so good. His friend was round. I was like, what do you mean house rave? And Gingerbeard takes out his phone and he's like, look at this video of this rave we were in, his house rave. I was like...
And he was like, it was the best night I've had in ages.
Best night I've ever had. And I was like, first of all, like, you're so, like, comfortably showing me this video like I'm going to be okay with it, of this, like, room, and it's like a rave, like a mini rave, like a small room. Like, it was an event in Soho House. They have, like, little rooms where sometimes it goes off. And I'm just like, I got a bit annoyed after that, yeah? So I went quiet. And then I went on the treadmill because I was like, bitch ain't saying nothing. I got a holiday next week. So I got on the treadmill and then he comes to give me a kiss and I pushed his face, like, which I shouldn't have done really hard, but I did push his face. After that, he was started like getting rude, kind of swore at me a little bit. I was like, look, I'm not in the mood. He's like, because I went out. I was with my sisters. And I was like, okay, he was with his sisters and I know his sister. I know it was not about trust. I fully trust him. It's just like, I don't like my man in that kind of environment. And you know what the point of this is? I'm allowed to get a bit moody. Like, I'm a girl and I'm a girlfriend. Like, it's what our job is, what we do.
Yeah.
We get moody.
Yeah. And also,
you know what I mean?
like, a little bit of, like, moody and about expressing your emotions. Like, you're allowed to express your emotions.
I was just moody and I was like, don't want to talk about it in front of your mate, let's talk about it later. So I got on the treadmill, blah, blah, and then, this episode might just be about me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't look at me like that. Looking at me like you want to get onto glow up things.
No, I'm not. I'm listening.
All right, so anyway, I do my treadmill.
I'm just looking at you like, be careful you don't say too much because
no, I won't, don't worry.
I can't be asked for after this episode like, oh, you need to take all this out because Gingerbeard's going to get angry at me.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to say that. So I go downstairs and then at this point, I'm just ignoring him. It's an hour later and he's texting me abuse like, it's over, we're done, don't want to be with you anymore, like absolute bollocks. But I don't know what he's done.
Texted you from the other room?
Yeah, texted me from the other room because he's gone in the spare room now. And then he comes in charging in now. He's like angry. His like temper is really bad.
Yeah, at this point, I don't want to talk.
Yeah. So
we talk about this tomorrow.
So I said.
You know, what do they say? You know, in Love Island as well, with all this like time actually calms you down. Sometimes you don't even realise it.
Doesn't work with this guy.
No, just go to the other room.
So I did. I'm inside. I'm like, then he comes in shouting and like swearing. And I'm like, look, if you want to sit down like two adults, we have nice conversations and like we'll talk about this like a mature adult. I'll tell you my feelings about the situation, why I got a bit moody. And like, I said, I'm sorry for pushing your face. He is like fuming at this point, like a weirdo. God knows what's like got him so angry. And then basically I'm like calm, the whole time calm, not saying anything. And then he's like, I can't go out with my sisters. No. And then he cusses me and then he cusses you, Anna, yeah? Like in an argument, in his anger. He's arguing with the air, bear in mind, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no one arguing back. As soon as he said that, I was like, fuck that, yeah? Don't ever insult my family. Packed myself, went to my mum's house.
Yeah.
And then I was just so upset because I wasn't getting the like calls when I left. Like, he wasn't stopping me from leaving. He wasn't calling saying come back. He wasn't apologizing for what he said.
And my mum's house is like an hour away from where we live.
Yeah.
Like, it's long.
Spent the night at my mum's. Not one call, not one nothing to be like, I'm sorry. Like, if he called me on my way to my mum's and said, I'm sorry, man, if I said, I love you, I would have turned back straight away. I was just waiting. I couldn't believe it. And then just so upset the whole of Monday about this, the way I cried on Monday, because I felt like, do you know what? I'm not even getting like a proper apology, or you're not even responsible for what you said. Like, obviously in the end he was, but it took me going through so much pain and suffering and crying the whole day.
And I even told you on Monday, when you were at mine, I said, Mandy, you're like crying.
Because obviously I went from my mum's to Anna's, basically, because I'd work on Tuesday.
Yeah, she came to mine on Monday because she had work on Tuesday. And when she was crying, I was like, Mandy, you do this to yourself. You put yourself through all this like stress on your body. Like, stress has such a bad effect on your body.
Yeah, I'm actually getting wrinkles. I'm not joking.
And you put yourself through this stress. And I'm like, and then in a day you sort it out. So, and then you were like, yeah, but you don't understand because at that moment it really hurts and it affects you. And I understand that, yeah? But when it's happening to you on such a on a regular basis, you have to take that into consideration and say, look, I'm just going to give it 2 days before I start tearing myself apart, because realistically, most of the time, it works out in those 2 days.
In that moment, I'm like, it's over. And because it has to be, because I have to make it over.
What do you talk about? You always talk about patterns and correlations and whatever this. After all this time of happening nearly every other week.
Yeah, but that's my brain trying to like break the pattern. That's me saying like, man, you're done, you're out. Prepare yourself for a breakup.
Yeah, prepare yourself for a breakup. after 2 days.
What's that 2 days though?
Just giving yourself a little bit of peace.
Yeah, I get what you were saying,
just
because
feel like
see how he's gonna behave. And like, I didn't even get a proper apology, but because of these holidays and because I have so much, like we have so much booked together, I was like, fuck it. Like he said sorry. But then like once I've forgiven him, then he starts saying sorry more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Once I get home. So the whole week it's bothered me. Like the whole week it's been inside of me. I've been feeling so shit. Like how dare you, first of all, start cursing me and cussing me over me just like expressing my feelings? How dare you cuss my family? How dare you like let me leave? You let me leave? And then not even come to like, obviously called me the whole of Monday, but you could have just like turned up at your house and like, you should be doing more than just a call.
Well, it's good that you walked out when he cussed me though, because it kind of draws a line, like don't go there, don't pass that line. And when I told Kauslik, I was like, he did call me like names or whatever when he was arguing with Mandy. He was like, yeah, well, I'm going to tell him like he shouldn't do that. He should say sorry. I was like, good, yeah, because that's what he should do. They're best friends. And like, he was like, yeah, I told him, he said he's going to say sorry. This was like in the morning on Monday. And I was like, cool. Like the whole of Monday, like Ginger didn't say sorry. And then Monday night, Mandy was like, can you go to my place and pack my bags and stuff because I've got work on Tuesday, pack a suitcase of my stuff. I was like, cool, fair enough. So I go to her house to pack her bag of stuff and Gingerbeard's there and he walks past me and he's like, I'm going to go see your sister. And he just walks past me and leaves to go to mine. That's when obviously they sorted it out. And then I get back home and I was like, you know what, like to Kauslik, I was like, I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to express my feelings. I was like, Gingerbeard like was rude about me, yeah, and you told him to say sorry. And then the whole day you've been chatting to him and he's literally not said sorry to me the whole day. He just walked past me and like, I was like, sorry, but you should have dealt with that better.
Look at the way I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I said. I said, my own sister, she's in a relationship with him. She walked out on him when he did that. I was like, you dealt with that terribly.
At like 1 o'clock in the morning.
How are you chit-chatting all day on the phone to someone that's just cussed me?
Yeah.
Like, how are you doing that? Like, I know that Gingerbeard didn't mean it.
No, definitely
By the way,
not.
Guys, he didn't mean it. Like he
loves
Anna. He loves
me.
her. But that's
he
not the
knows
point.
It's gonna hurt me more than anything, and he wants to hurt me.
But that's not the point. It's not the point that if he meant it or not. It's the point of like drawing a line and respect and stuff. And I'm like, you as a man should have dealt with this better because like you should be the protector. Yeah. Like, you don't love Andrew Tate and you love all this stuff, but then 100%. Like, why don't you follow the rules? Because
it's not about that. It's about setting boundaries. Yeah. Like, it's about having...
Anyway, he did, to be honest, I didn't even have to discuss it with him much because as soon as I said it, he was like, you know what, you're right. He was like, I just assumed he'd said sorry. I was like, well, you should have checked.
It's because he's not really seeing it as much as he's not seeing it like my boy cussed my girl. He's seeing it like, oh, it's like a brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The lines are so blurred.
Yeah. But anyway, he did say sorry at the end.
He said sorry. And you know what? I didn't even tell him to, because I was like, let's just see what he's going to do. Do you know what I mean? And he did say, and he didn't mean it anyway. I know he didn't mean it. And guys, it's so weird, because like, some people can be so spiteful, innit, when they're angry. But even though I knew he didn't mean it, it doesn't make it okay. Like, I'm going to put up with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the whole week it's been hurting me. The fact that I've got this deep feeling of like, why does that even happen to me? Why do I go through that? And then this week, like, guys, I really do want to say though, like, it's really difficult. I'm in a situation because Gingerbeard is like so good to me in other ways. If the bad wasn't there, he'd be amazing. Do you know what I mean? He is so nice to me in so many ways. Like, in a way, I can just turn my brain off and things happen. Like, I'm permanently brain off and things just happen for me, whatever I want. It's constantly, do you need anything? What should I do? Do you want me to take your clothes dry cleaning? Do you need a lift here? Do you want me to order food for you? It's like very much provided for in every way and spoiled.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like being respectful and prioritized, it's not there. Like, for example, this week, like he went out on Thursday for work and then he went out on Friday for his friend's birthday, and then today he went to the pub for a few hours, but he went home. It's just like, I said to him, like, our lifestyles are just not matching, and it's like, this is a big thing for me as well, like the fact that our lifestyles are just, I don't know what it is, but I just always have this feeling inside of me. It's like, somehow, like, you don't prioritize me in any emotional way.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? The fact that I couldn't even express my feelings on Monday, the way that makes me feel, and the way it's like, I genuinely always feel like I'm less excitable and less of a good, pleasant company than your friends. Like they come always first. They're always number one
You've
for
had
me.
this issue with him.
And it's from the beginning.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I think a lot of men, when they listen to my thing of like him always wanting to be with his boys and like prioritizing that and wanting to make plans with them and enthusiastic about those plans, always on the phone or texting them, they think, oh, he's probably cheating on you. So I just want to say, like, he's not.
Definitely not.
He's definitely not. If he was, in fact, this would be so much easier.
Yeah. Because you just leave.
He's cheating. I'm straight out. Okay.
And we're
I
like,
ain't looking back.
me and Mandy are very clued on with these things. Like,
And
we just know, like, we're smart
plus,
when it
like,
comes to this.
the other day, I'm here doing in the studio. He's in the bar next door. Do you know what I mean? I know he's not lying about where he is and who he's with. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just get this feeling is like, he doesn't really care to be around me much. He just wants me to be kept, like, happy and provided for, and like,
I think it's genuinely because he thinks he's never going to lose you. He thinks you're never going to leave.
I'm starting to question though if he loves me, Anna.
I really believe, like, because Cowslick used to be like this before we got back together last year. You know, guys, when we had that 3-month break, he was the same. As soon as we broke up for 3 months and when we got back together, he's been a different person, like complete different person, like in that sense.
Yeah, I know.
But I just don't think it's healthy to have to break up with someone for them to realise. That's what's annoying.
I know this weird thing where I can't even say anything. Like, I can't say anything because, like, well, I had work meetings and drinks, and then I had my friend's birthday. And what, today you're doing a podcast, can't concentrate, go to the pub. It's like, yeah, well, actually, it's like you're not doing anything wrong. I think I'm starting to word it a bit differently. Like, my preference, I think, would be a guy that doesn't mind sitting at home on his own and maybe reading a book or watching a series on his own.
Yeah,
maybe
why are you always out drinking?
Maybe that's just my preference. It's not that he's doing
What do you
anything
mean?
wrong.
Most people that are settled down in relationships, they don't really want their other half out drinking 3 days a week.
And he talks about like settling down with me, kids, marriage, and in my head I'm like,
you'll be stuck at home with a baby on your own.
Right? And at the same time, I got this other side of me, this other side of me that's like, I get all these hugs and kisses and I get looked after and I get the holidays and like the date nights and whatever I ask for. But there's this feeling of like, you'd rather be on your phone scrolling through things and like, or talking to your friends on the phone than talk to me or pay me attention. Like, you just want to keep me sweet.
It's because he thinks that you're never going to leave. And also he's like quite, his age, I think he acts younger than he is. I don't think he's mature.
But I also have this really, really scary feeling, Anna, where I feel like, okay, I need to leave. Yeah, I need to break up because I'm not being fulfilled, obviously, and he's not being fulfilled. I'm constantly complaining and he doesn't understand why I'm complaining because he's like, I'm such a good boyfriend to you and we're not compatible. But I have this deep-rooted fear. Do you know what that is?
What?
That I am going to leave Gingerbeard and I am going to one day regret it like mad. I have it. It's like a feeling of fear inside of me. I haven't had this with any other ex-boyfriend. This feeling with every other ex-boyfriend I've known that if I leave, it's the right decision, 100%. I'm going to be so blessed. With Gingerbeard, there is a half of me that worries it's going to be the biggest because then I'm going to go out there and think no one's perfect. Everyone's got problems. Like today, he was like to me, you work on things, you grow with your partner, like you don't just leave. I'm so scared of going out there.
I think what people are going to say is like, what do you mean? What are you scared of leaving? Someone that's like shouting at you abuse when you argue, or someone that's out all the time, or like, what are you scared of? But like, I think
it's because people don't know the good is
so
good.
I think time will tell, and then there will be a time when you know 100% you're making the right decision, and when that time comes, then you leave.
Yeah,
when you can't take it anymore.
Age where I can waste any time.
Yeah, but you're just gonna have to. It's gonna get to a point where you can't take it anymore.
I wrote this poem on Monday. Should I read it?
Yeah, go on, read it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I was crying my eyes out, and I was really depressed when I wrote this. So then I worry that maybe it's not that great.
No, right. Read it.
I wrote, and it's okay because I know I gave the wholeness and the depths of my heart, and there was no reward. Once again, I was punished for giving, for kindness, for wanting the best for someone. And the only way I can theorize my pain and rationalize this deep aching grief is to believe that there is a reason behind the punishment I am receiving in return for the purity of my love and the abundance of this affection, the overflowing volume of blood flowing through my heart, which I pour into you, and the reason for the pushes in exchange for my prayers, the venom in exchange for the utter desperation of my voice, the isolation and neglect in my yearning to be excitable in your eyes, the why, must be because this torment, this slow disembodiment of my soul is a gift, is a sign, a gentle yet harsh, consistent push on my body to move, to let go, to grow, to detach, to unchain myself. God is speaking to me through his ways with the universe, telling me, I cannot make you leave. I can only keep showing you the darkness of why you should. And my sweetheart, you could have sailed away on the river that has been made of your tears. And why don't you follow my signs, dive into courage and swim in your freedom?
I think it's amazing. Like, it's so, when you sent me that, I was like, wow. And you're just like so annoying because I keep saying to you, write out all your poems and let's make a little poem book. And I'm sure you guys let us know. Would you be interested in buying a little book?
I'm trying to make money.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because I think you're sitting on something that's a talent and you could be profiting off that.
Yeah, you know.
But like, if you make a little book of like poems and we can put quotes that we've said throughout the podcast, like funny things we've said throughout the podcast, 100%. It'd be amazing.
I know, I need to get on this. And do you know, I was on TikTok and I was watching this video of a man and he talks about like how billionaires and millionaires come about and how they happen, right? And he said that he once actually gave advice 1 hour on the phone to a multimillionaire. And that advice he gave saved that man £1 million in the decision he told him to make, financial decision. He said, if I could turn back time, I would have charged that man £200,000 for that phone call. And he said, to start making money in your life, you have to separate the concept of time from money. Don't think about hourly pay or monthly pay. Don't think about anything like that. 1 hour can sometimes be worth £200,000. Yeah. And he said this young boy asked his dad for a new amazing Volkswagen, and his dad was poor. And his dad in the end ended up opening the garage and there was nothing in there but like a lawnmower, garden tools, loads of different garden tools. And he said, this is your money-making machine. It's a magic money-making machine. This is a true story, yeah?
Yeah.
And he goes, with this, you can buy your own Volkswagen. And this boy used these tools, done everyone's gardening, and he made so much money. And then he was like, oh, there's some days I don't want to work and I don't want to mow lawns.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting a better lawnmower with the money he made. And he ended up hiring someone to basically do it. And like that, this person at a certain age became one of the like richest people. And what he did was basically, he said, people always think that it's a magical, massive idea that's going to come to you, or it's going to be like an invention that's going to make you. He goes, that's not the truth. Millionaires start with like the smallest thing and they think, I need to monetize this small thing that I'm good at.
And that's what I have, the brain of a millionaire. What you don't have is the fucking motivation. I keep telling you, let's make the book, and you don't do it. Put them out onto a piece of paper and give it to me. I'll do the rest.
All right, okay.
I'll do all the fucking legwork, like all the things, and I'll go through all our podcasts, get loads of good pieces of advice, quotes.
I don't know. I think maybe it's insecurity. Like, I think I'm not good enough.
Oh, shut up, man. You're so annoying when you know you're good. You're attention seeking.
I wonder if people like episodes like this. Can you tell me? Like, it's weird. Like, I just talk about my feelings.
I think people love it. If you do not read the comments, people do love it. I don't know. Now I'm thinking, though, that the podcast has gone so much. Like, let's just save it for the next time.
Yeah. Guys, I'm scared of like sometimes talking about my feelings. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
You said let's save the glow up for the next episode.
Do you think we should?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, guys, are you interested in a glow up episode anyway? Like, let us know, because we were going to do like go run through like our skin, hair, beauty, filler journeys, and like just glow up episode. Let us know, because if you are, we were going to do it. We were gonna go through it today, but since Mandy decided to talk about,
I wanted to share my feelings.
I think it's amazing when you do.
I haven't done it for so long.
Do you know what? People love it because people feel like they can relate. There's like so many girls out there that probably listen, and guys out there that have issues in their relationship or have had issues in their relationship. I've had DMs from people that said, oh, me and my partner went through this for so long and then we came out the other side. So
I just worry though, Anna. Sometimes I come here and like dog him out because even you are not in my house and like, you know, there's no like camera to see like how sweet he can be and like how nice he is and how much he looks after me. And I feel like I don't talk about that. I just come here and say all the bad stuff, but the bad stuff is so bad.
Yeah, it's a bit like Mandy, Andrew Tate. Because you know Andrew Tate, yeah, like he does say a lot of good stuff. Like I think he does say a lot of things, amazing stuff. But he said like a few bad stuff, yeah, and like some of the things he said is terrible. Okay,
yeah.
So how do you judge that as a whole?
If you minus the bad stuff from Andrew Tate, he's a great person.
Yeah, but because he said like so when I get into this about with Cowsick, he's like, look at the amazing things he said. But like, I was like, it doesn't matter if you say like 10 amazing things. If you say 2 things that are terrible, it kind of like
takes away.
takes
That's
it
what
away.
I was saying to you.
And I'm like, I must say all the things he says is amazing, but those 2, 3, 4 things he said that were horrible are so bad that I'm like cheat on your girlfriends or become drug dealers. And
or young girls are better than older girls because they've had less dick.
Yeah, or don't become doctors.
Which makes Andrew takes away from him like being an intelligent, wise person.
So it's one of those things, like, it doesn't matter how good people are, you can't be bad as well at the same time.
I gave you this example as well. Remember on the phone, I was like, Anna, imagine I had like a Prince Charming boyfriend, like the most emotionally aware. Let's say he was like everything that Gingerbread isn't as well. Like emotionally aware, so sensitive, such a good listener, lets me express my emotions, provides, spoils the fuck out of me. Imagine I had that. But then once a month even, let's say even once a month, which is, for me is, like, I have way more than once a month. I've got every week of drama. Let's say once a month, this Prince Charming cursed me, shouted at me, cussed my family, or got rude, or, really, really went below the belt. It wouldn't matter all the amazing things anymore.
Yeah.
That one thing just takes away.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the kind of the...
I feel like I've spoken to you about this before. There's a difference between, I think, like proper argument, like fights, arguments, and then bickering. And I think a relationship, it's going to be normal for you to have like bickering and like little bit of arguments. But I think fights, like the ones you and Gingerbread have, aren't normal, in my opinion.
I just feel like I need to leave, and like I'm just so...
I think just give it time at the moment.
I need to leave, and I'm scared because I'm in love with the person, and like at the same time...
Do you know, I've had so many messages from girls that say, you know what, since listening to your podcast, I've left the guy that's like hurting me. She was like, I had a boyfriend that's cheated on me so many times, and I finally...
I'm out.
And I've left finally after listening to your podcast. And I've had a few people message me saying, I've finally listening to you has made me leave a toxic relationship. And that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
That like girls are growing I don't like saying growing the balls because it doesn't, not the balls, but getting the power, they're feeling empowered to leave these men that are like cheating on them or hurting them, because that's something amazing that we've done. Because girls are scared and they think that, like the other day, I was out in London and I bumped into one of the girls from Love Island from another season, and she is stunning, like one of the most beautiful girls I
told you.
Yeah, that has been on Love Island. And I don't follow her, I've never chatted to her before, and we just got talking. And she's like 23 years old, and then she's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend keep breaking up and getting back together, and like he just constantly cheats on me. She was like, we were out last weekend and some girl came up to us and was like, you were fucking my friend last week. And I was like, how does a girl like you, so pretty, got
that's
everything at
one thing, mate.
everything at your feet, and
the way I'm out, whew, you wouldn't even see me fly out that door. Even down to like liking a picture or a DM or following, I'm out. Like, bring another woman into this sphere of my life, I'm out. I wish I was more like that about other things as well, though, a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, respect.
But also there's a respect. It's very important, like respect. But like, I don't think everyone just the smallest argument buy and give up, because I do think our generation, we just give up on relationships so quickly.
That's what Esther Perel says.
Yeah, whereas like back in the day, people worked through things and like worked hard at their relationships. You don't just give up when there's a hurdle or a few hurdles. You work hard at it. And there's many relationships that have like, okay, let's say they've been together for 8 years. They went through a period where it was really bad and there was hurdles, and then now they don't ever fight.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a line, don't pass that line where it's like disrespect to the ultimate disrespect, and don't pass that line of like cheating. Don't pass that line of abuse.
Yeah.
Like these things, no.
Yeah.
Never. But arguing, bickering is normal in a relationship.
Yeah. In fact, studies have been done that show like long-term relationships and marriages last when there is like a high level of respect.
Yeah, I agree.
So anyway, guys.
Yeah, well, we're going today catching a flight to go to Barcelona. And from Barcelona, we're going on the Virgin Voyage cruise.
So I'm going with Gingerbeard and Anna's going with my cousin, our cousin. But we're obviously going to be kind of together as well. So on the same cruise. I'm really excited.
Did you download the app?
I did.
I want to know your cabin number. We're near each other. I'm so excited. Me and Mandy are actually going to vlog it.
Yeah.
I say that, but then like I really want to vlog it.
We are going to vlog it.
Yeah.
I'm really excited as well. I feel like it's a good chance for like, I don't know. I'm always around Gingerbeard and his friends, so I'm excited for Gingerbeard to be around my sister and my cousin.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. We're going to go to Cannes, Ibiza.
He's so excited.
Is he?
Well, you know he is. Constantly like, Anna, we're going to do this.
And I'm packed now, ready to go. And I got my brows done today by Mandy's brow lady.
Oh my God.
Brows by Diamond, and it's doing the most. I love it. It is a bit dark right now because it's the first day. You can't wet it for 24 hours, but it will lighten. But it's like, I don't think I need eyebrow pencil no more.
You don't need anything.
I don't need eyebrow gel.
You don't need to do anything.
Nothing. It was so easy for me to get ready today because you know what? Eyebrows take time.
Anna, and the shape, finally, you've got a banging shape.
I just want it to stay like this.
Brows by Diamond.
Will it stay like this?
Anna, the shape stays, like, literally, it's unbelievable. You look so nice.
Thank you. I'm really excited.
All right, guys, well...
next episode we will, but let us know in the comments, because if you don't like it, don't want a glow up episode, tell us, because then we'll do something else. We kind of just go with the flow of
And if you don't want me to like talk about my relationship and my feelings, then let me know as well.
Shut up, Mandy. People love that. They always say it.
Really?
They do love it, yeah. Me and Mandy just really kind of like are spontaneous with these episodes.
And I do want to say, like, share your opinion. I respect everyone's opinion. I don't want people to be like worried about what they're going to say. Like, I can take everything on the chin. I feel like...
What you on about? Some girl said that she had a dream and you were like, that's so weird.
A dream, my boyfriend cheating on me is different saying like a paragraph of like, he doesn't respect you, or he doesn't love you, or this, I can take all that, whatever you think, or like, I think you both have issues or whatever, I can take all that. Do you know what I mean? I'm grown.
Yeah, me too. I don't care.
Yeah.
I actually don't really care about...
I'm just worried about Gingerbeard like knowing about this episode.
He won't care. He's chilled. But as you guys can tell, like me and Mandy are very spontaneous with these episodes. We kind of like, we don't... But people have said though that we should start planning. I have seen some comments that we should start planning, but we don't plan.
I can't even pack a suitcase. Like, I'm that disorganized. My brain is so scrambled. I don't know how to plan an episode.
Yeah, we don't plan. We just come here and it's like we're sitting in our living room. That's what it feels like. We're just sitting in the living room and having a chat and we just go with it. But I think we're probably the most unorganized podcast out there.
It's just so amazing though, like in a way when I don't talk to you about things and I come and talk to you about them here. I feel like I'm talking to you and my besties, but like I'm talking to you and sharing everything with them and you at the same time, and that's why it's so real.
Yeah, it's so weird because like the people that listen, it almost feels like we have a relationship with them. It's so strange.
I know, it's so weird. We don't know them.
It's because I think we're the kind of podcast where when we come here and we really pour our heart out in here, it really makes a big difference with our relationship with them. Yeah. Because we really put everything out there when we come here. So I can't explain it. It's not like a podcast where we just come in, we have a guest, we ask them questions, and we're just like, we come in and we like literally get deep about our feelings.
And I want it to always be like that. I always wanted a reality TV show.
Oh yeah, but what I do want...
like, this is kind of borderline that for me.
Yeah. What I think we do need is to like, in the next year or so, I do think I want to find someone though to manage us and like manage this podcast and like help us with production and stuff like that, because so much potential, and yeah, I think we can do so much with it.
You know you're made for something when you come here to do like a glow up episode, but you end up having another episode which just happened naturally throughout. Like this episode just suddenly became something it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was meant to be about beauty tips and we just suddenly ended up talking for like this long about my thoughts and feelings and yours.
Yeah, because we just do that.
That means we're naturals though, no?
Yeah, we don't stop talking, me and you.
But that means we are just made for this.
We just need a little bit of help, I think, with someone just to get us into check with like organisation and stuff, like production. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited. When you next hear from us, it'll be after the cruise. And then it's the end of season 6.
I know. So that means there's always a week off after a season, guys. There will be no episode on the Tuesday after a season finishes.
Yeah, and I want to aim for like season 8 for guests.
Okay.
That's the aim.
All right, good. I like that aim.
You have to have aims and goals.
Yeah.
What are...
A goal.
What's a dream without...
A dream...
Without...
I don't know. Denzel Washington quote.
Yeah, what is it? What's a dream?
A dream without a goal is just a dream.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.